George Boya Day. Let's go. Let's kick it off. George, how you doing? How you feeling? Tell me how you living.
I'm feeling fine. I'm living dangerously here with a virus.
Living dangerously, life on the edge in Greece.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, exactly
well.
like that.
What's the weather look like? Let me just be nosy a little bit. What's the weather looking like over there?
It's depressing, as depressing as it can get.
Depressing.
It's
Well,
cold, it's cold,
we're
and
here to brighten that up.
yeah, I know. Let's bring the sunshine back.
Excellent. Okay, so we were going to drop your NFT today, dedicated to the dolphin community, whale community in general. But there seems to be some problems with OpenSea right now. They're probably a little overwhelmed with the bull run and everyone trying to get an NFT at the same time. So we're going to give them a couple of more hours to figure that out. But I just posted the NFT that you created for us and those special collectors that want to buy with whale. You can still look at it. I'm still going to try to beat you to it if you want. But yeah, the OpenSea couldn't handle the black dolphin. It's just too much. It's too much.
Yeah, really stormy today.
So if you want to go ahead and start sharing your screen so that we can get a look
Yeah, of course.
at yeah, you said you mentioned you wanted to show us a little bit about the process that you took to create this. We also want to know about Little Boya, Little Boya, and how he started out in art and all that stuff. So I don't know which one you want to take it with first.
The little steps, yeah? The
Say it
little
again?
first step. The little
Okay.
first step.
Yes, perfect.
I hope you can hear me fine.
Yeah, I hear you perfect.
Okay. So actually, the idea was from Adidas was mentioned that he wanted to see a bit of my process. Actually, his question was how to make a seamless look in a GIF. So that kind of sparked a conversation that we said that I will make a live stream showing my process, how I'm making a GIF and how I make it seamless. It's actually not very complicated, but if you don't know.
Yeah, if you don't know, it seems to be complicated because there's some excellent loops, but they aren't seamless as yours are, and to me, I mean, I don't collect too much, but they just look so much better when they loop seamlessly and endlessly like that. I'm a fan.
Yes, I don't like it too. Actually, Reinhard made an amazing video, seamless loop video for the NFT mining. I don't know if you saw it. It's amazing and totally seamless.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to drop a link, it's not the one. Is it the whale? No.
No, it's another one based on his creations. It's called the water. Very cool. Has sounds also.
Gotcha.
Very refreshing. Anyway.
Okay. So Adidas kind of put this idea in your head, and you took it from there. You made it special for us.
Yeah, I thought it was a good opportunity to show how I make a GIF. Actually, I don't know if it is the best way to make a GIF, but it's the way I know how to do it.
Well, then that is the best way.
The best way for me.
Let's see if we can learn.
Must enjoy the process also. And this is the most enjoyable process for me to work. So this is the one I'm choosing working.
Right. Cool. So, tell us. Well, we know if you've been in the community for a minute, you know that the black dolphin with the red envelope kind of means that you got a special role because you were touching.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, we have the no touch games and the no bids your. Earlier on in when we started, those games were very popular. So this is paying homage to that.
Yeah, those days you could see, dozens of black dolphins running
Yes,
around.
I still have my role. Yes, I touched.
Actually, I haven't touched.
Oh, we gotta get you. We gotta get you to touch.
No way. I'm
Okay,
afraid.
you dedicated. You're
Uh,
dedicated to the role.
but
Um,
I found it, a very nice, very interesting social experiment, and also it was funny how it was creating, friendships inside the community. I think it's important, and there were some very funny lines, like I take my coffee black and stuff like that.
okay.
I searched to find and add them to the artwork.
Cool, cool.
And more or less, this was the idea. Then in the technical part, I was very inspired by Dider's tutorials about photo buzzing. I don't know
Cool.
if you have seen them.
I don't
Uh,
believe it.
Dider, huh?
I don't believe I saw that one. No.
Dider is a known crypto artist.
Yeah, yeah. No, I know of them, but the process I did not see.
Well, the process is taking photos and taking parts of photos and starts manipulating them and giving them a new shape. So, for the black dolphin, most of the parts are from a motorcycle helmet, which I took and started warping and making this carapace like this armor, this black armor for the dolphin. And then continued putting, my own things, my own psychedelic things, and the various props like the little red envelope, a little eye, and this is how I come up with the idea of and the image of the black dolphin. Everything is in layers, as you can see. These are all the movable parts. So I have them here named and in the particular places. So shall I start
This is
with
very.
tell me,
Very
Andrea?
much your style. It's very much your style with 20,000 layers and moving parts here. Your collage style is unique.
Yeah, it's a bit old school, I think, because most of my years working as an artist, I was still am a hand cut collage artist. Only 2 years that I'm using Photoshop, so I always had this approach to the animation, and something like trying to imitate the way that Terry Gilliam worked in Monty Pythons and those animators by putting one photo after another and moving them and taking photos again and again. And this is how I came to like the frame-to-frame animation that I'm doing.
All right. I'm gonna take some notes, George. I'm gonna be great. I'm gonna be great. We
So
have about 20 people watching, so there's a lot of people in voice chat. If you want to watch, just click on George's name and join us and learn some things. And if you have questions, also you can tag me or Anissa, and make sure that George answers those.
I will answer everything. So
So
about the animation.
about how long do you think this took you?
Well, I don't know because I did it, 2 hours one day, 3 hours the other one. I think
Well,
40 hours, maybe more or less. I can say
okay,
I'm not.
okay, all right. So
I'm sure.
I'm gonna stop interrupting you with the questions now, and I'm gonna let you tell us a little bit about the process.
Keep on asking. Keep on asking. You help a lot.
Oh man.
So about the animation, this is Photoshop. Okay, the program. In the window right there, it says timeline. You press the timeline. You can see that. Okay, this is the animation finished. Let me delete all this. So here you can see the first frame of the animation, number one. What I'm doing, my process general is first I'm trying to do the big moves. For example, the flipper here that moves there, this tail thing, flipper number two, the envelope. And then after I'm finishing with the big moves, I'm doing the little ones, like here that I want to here to change the color, like that.
I think if you don't mind, we're gonna need that envelope to turn it into an emoji, so we can use it here on the server.
You can do that. And so to start, first I will make a new frame. Here, make a new frames. Up. This is the second frame. And in the second frame, I will do the moves that I want to have in the loop. Let's say to take all this here and a little envelope. And this sci-fi thing to scan better.
How much whale is in the envelope, George?
Only the dolphin knows. Not too much.
Oh, okay.
Not too much, probably.
Well, yeah, not too much because they're gonna touch right away.
It was a little greedy dolphin. And then I use the twin tool. It's the tool that we choose how many frames we want to put between these two frames and create the movement. Let's say 20 frames. The more frames, the smoother the movement. Okay, here we are. We have all these frames now. With the play, we can check what's going on. As you can see, pop. Things are going in.
Oh, it's so easy.
Yeah, it's not so difficult.
Yeah, right.
And here we are in the last frame. So, oh yeah, shit. I forgot the background. Let's do it again. So we have the background also. The background, psychedelic background, we will move, it's a two-part. First one is here. Second layer is here. We will move them also. And then make the twin. Let's see. Up. Very trippy.
It's very nice. I want it now. Someone call OpenSea. Let's tag it. I'm gonna tag Dan right now. Dan, fix it.
Fix the scene. Fix the scene. So now we are in the middle of the loop. We are in the phase that everything is the first part. For the second part and last, we'll take the first frame, copy it, go to this frame, the last one, and paste it after the selection. Okay. I can twin again between the two frames, the same number of frames, of course. And now we have the loop. Now, but the seamless loop, all you have to do is to delete the last frame, because the last frame is the same as the first frame now. So it makes, puts a little time between them, and the loop isn't seamless. So this is the trick, nothing else. You take the last frame and you throw it in the garbage.
It's a trick, George. Well, the loopy part isn't the hard part. It's all that art that you made.
Yeah.
But I'll start practicing with some stick figures, and I'll get them to fight endlessly.
Allegria, it's very funny because this thing with copy the first frame and put it at the end, it is something that I didn't knew at the start of the making animation. So I had to put everything, back in the same position by hand. I was trying again and again to find, the right positions of everything. So then the animation was very difficult. But it's all tricks, you practice, you learn, you find some tricks, you say to other people.
That just sounds like good old hard work, George. There is no tricks. That's why your stuff looks so good.
And
the helmet part is sick.
Yeah, it's nice. The bike,
like a little helmet. Carbon fiber dolphin.
Cyber dolphin. And in the between, put a little movements like the color changing. Let's say this one. Takes a little bit of time. Good. So now I want every phrase to light up one after another. Let's go here. This one, next frame. Let's take the bad boy. That. Take this one. No.
I love the handprints on the dolphin because people keep touching.
Yeah. It's a badge of honor.
Yeah. That's pretty creative. That you found a way to represent the touch. You're like, oh, let me just make a handprint.
Yeah, it took a bit of thinking, but I wanted to do something that the message behind, not just being and of course a message that the world community will appreciate more than someone who doesn't know the stories and everything that is going on.
Yeah, it's that's why NFTs are so special, because it's literally like a timeline of things that are happening at the moment or commemorating something. And if you have one, you'll always know. Every time you look at it, you'll know. You'll remember this day or the launch. It's very personal.
True. And something, I believe that we are still in a very, very early stage. I mean, right now we are just creating the value. We are not in the story yet. You will see that the story will begin when someone else buys my artwork and then sell it to someone else who will buy it for another reason and stuff like that. And in that sense, they will create a story. Now we're only, creating the value, creating the valuable stuff. Maybe some of them will be used as assets in the future. Maybe there will be foundations behind some
Yeah,
NFTs.
yeah. I mean, I think throughout all the months that we've been active with the roles, there's probably been 600 or more dolphins or people with that role at throughout that whole time. Right now, there's about 400. So there's a lot of people that can identify with this and it means something to them. So that's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Same thing with the first NFT mining drop that you did, the whale. That
Yeah,
one, that one was some complicated stuff right there.
yeah. That's for sure. That one was very complicated.
Did we get to see a little of that, like how many layers and all that good stuff was going on there, or I don't think we did, right?
I think I don't remember if we saw the process. Do you want me to find it?
Yeah, if you wanna open it up, or I mean, you can definitely finish the dolphin, but if that was it, yeah, let's take a look at the whale and all that stuff that's going on there, because that one is huge. Like, I don't know what if you were to print it out, or I don't know what you would fit it on.
Let me find it.
This is the cosmic whale. Thank you, Anissa. Cosmic whale, I grabbed up instantly. I was ready to grab up the dolphin too. But OpenSea has some technical difficulties. Yeah, the cosmic whale is epic. Dutch side, what's up? We have a few artists in the building watching. Sturdick is here with a bag of popcorn.
Yeah.
Big bowl of popcorn.
Okay. This is it.
So this is like 300 feet by 300 feet.
Yeah, this one is a very long GIF also. It's how much frames? 66. Okay,
Also animated and endlessly loopy.
Yeah. So this
people
one
say that about her. People say that about Anissa too. hey, oh, you're here. You're still here.
That was a very difficult one.
Oh yeah, this cosmic whale. You can stare at it all day and like really get your face up in those details.
I was very happy with the result. I was very happy because I used some tools that I haven't used before, like the brushes to create the shadows here and the shape of the mouth and all that stuff, and kind of changed the original photo of the whale because it's sideways and now look like 3/4, like it isn't the mouth like that in the original photo. It's more like you see a whale on the side of the mouth.
Right. But this whale got gold teeth and a bunch of stuff going on. This is an expensive whale.
A real expensive one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't want to go far further because I had the idea also to make those little doors opening and showing some of the artwork in the vault. Like this is the vault of the whale.
Oh, that's dope.
But it was too much.
For the version 2. I would like that a lot.
That will be a good idea. Only this part.
Okay. I'm down. If my NFT can get an upgrade, I'm down for that.
You're throwing ideas. I like it.
This one I know. I mean, if the other one took you, roughly 6 hours, This one, I know you put in some good amount of time. How long would you say?
Yeah, this one, but it was when the NFT mining started and we were talking. I thought that it was the first month to start at the end of August, so I did a lot of work, to get ready. Then I realized that it was for the end of September. So I continued. It has a lot of work, adding and all the stuff, the little trees,
I
the
bet.
grasses, and also
We had
did.
a question from Spaze that is kind of similar to what you asked. Is how many versions do you go through, or you just keep editing and adding on after you start? I don't know if you would consider that a different version.
Oh, I'm making a lot of versions until I start adding stuff, and I don't know if I have about the way to show, but yeah, it's not like I'm not exactly sure when I begin how it would look. So it takes a lot of trying, and yeah.
I bet. It's not something that you just wake up, finish, and submit it to Whale Shark, right?
Uh, well, as you can see, it's about how many different saves, about 15 different saves stages. Let's say, you find the first stages.
So
Let's see how was.
you're definitely taking the NFT mining program, to other levels, and you're incorporating things that are from the community and all that. I mean, are you enjoying the NFT mining experience?
Yeah. I think it was a great opportunity to do something like that instead of just doing an artwork. And this is one of the first stages. Here you can see that how everything started.
Without the armor, okay. Yeah.
Here, and those things that I wasn't sure of what to do exactly. I think I changed them with something else. The original parts that I was taking little bits and pieces and adding them. I don't know if it's this one is already merged. But you can see here one part. This is the same part warped to look like it's going that way. Look nice, like flowing gold. Little part also, and this one. Little parts here. Actually, the armor is not. It's really from this part, I think. This part.
It's a lot of gold that whale had. That whale is going just planet to planet, absorbing all the gold it can find and just putting it on itself.
The digital gold.
Digital gold. Got some good old Bitcoin on its back.
Yeah, that's the story of the whale also.
Cool. So just by assumption, if we were going by trends, we have the whale, we have the dolphin.
Yeah.
What's next? What's
But
next?
not, not next. So hard to.
Well, I'm so happy that you've taken a shine to this community. You're here every day. You participate, and it's just awesome to see you and have you here with us, especially creating things that are memorable to us.
I really enjoy the community. It's active, creative. You know, I think that you cannot go alone nowhere. I mean, you always need to be part of a community. to support, to get support, things like that. To ask a question if you have a question.
Yep. Yep.
Have fun. I mean,
Whale
community.
Shark says he loves you too.
Yeah, it's mutual. It's mutual. So this was.
You a little bit of different from the NFT mining. You recently created the golfer for Block Leads, which
Yeah.
came out absolutely sick, sick. So I would be interested in seeing the layers for that, and if you can also provide us with a golf club so we can use it as an emoji.
The golf club. Yeah. Well, I have the golfer in this stage. It's actually kind of
Sick.
the dude golfer.
Where do you
Again,
even come up with this stuff, George?
I don't
How?
know.
How?
A vivid imagination. I think, well, I have a style of my own as an artist. I know that I have it, but how to bring the style to the digital form. I mean, all my life I was working as a hand-cut collage artist. If I have to make something new, it will be again something by hand that I had to photograph and then digitally enhanced it or animated and stuff. I didn't want it that. So I decided to use my older creations as a palette, as a pool of images to take and distort and give new form without losing my style. So I took parts of the Mechanicus series, this cyber saints that I made for Maker's Place, and started warping them and giving them new form to make a new design. And the golfer is like that. This is one part. I have one here. Those from okay, let me take an earlier form of the golfer.
I would love for you, when you have time, when you have like 3 or 4 days that you're not doing anything, I want to see you animate that golfer.
Animate the golfer, yeah, why not? It will be cool. So let me find where's the golfer. The golfer is here. Let's take the golfer pick. Okay, this is one of the first. You see here that I took all these parts, this one, and through here I started cutting little pieces.
This is some Iron Man stuff right here, George.
Yeah.
Did you design the Iron Man suit? Just here between us.
I did. I was behind it. Okay, we are here. So we have this part. It ended up being here. This regular. So check.
Spazzy. Oh wait, we have a question from Long. How was it to work on a game asset? Was it different for you, or with all the requirements for tech and such? So was it a little bit different working on a game asset?
Yeah, it was a little bit different because I had to take in account that it will be three versions, one simple, one more rare, and one unique. So I had to make three designs actually. This one is the pro version, the simple, let's say. So I had to take into account this thing, how I will make three versions that will be the same and different at the same time. And
Can't wait to see you create a bunch of more like game items and stuff like that, because it's just
I would,
a different way to collect, Boya pieces.
I would love to. I would love to.
Like some people, they don't collect much art, or they don't have that affinity towards it. But something like a gaming asset, you just open yourself up to such a bigger market.
I totally agree. And this is the girl golfer. Again, you see all these little pieces which are too cut and had it all around uh, the image and started cutting and checking. Do I like this? Yes. No. Throw it away. See again that's all these little parts in here also. A lot of repeat parts also. They look nice.
Someone Lang asked if you're going to make the animated golfers. I don't know if that's in the works for Block Leech, if they have those plans, but if they do, I'm sure that George will make a sick, sick, sick animation.
Yeah, this one will
Uh,
look really good animated. They will throw the ball to the to the
yeah,
foul.
throw the ball. That's perfect.
No wind, no storm will stop them. Yeah, it was really fun working with
Excellent.
this. I can
And
show you the other edition. Do I have 5? No, it's still
so
that.
the golfers are specific to the game. Um, if you were to mint it over as art, I don't know. That's probably not part of how, the agreement of how it worked out. But
No,
if many people request it, maybe something will happen.
you can put them all together and do something animated with the whole group. The golden version turned out really nicely, I think. I have all these little details can be animated really really nicely.
Here we go. He's ticking. He's ticking.
But around,
How far? How close can you zoom in on these pieces?
I think
Oh man, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm always like with your collage pieces. I'm always like trying to get it as close as possible because I don't want to miss anything. Look, like you see that? Like from far away, you can't even see that you signed it there. That's so dope.
yeah, I have a lot of details, a lot of details, and you know, history on its own because there were parts that were parts of another creation. Started in an analog form, turned out in a digital form. So fun.
I have a stream right after this one for a game called War Riders, and they do it's like cars.
Hmm?
So that would be sick if if you can create something like that. I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
like a
gonna post a
vehicle.
link in a second.
Yeah, I would love that. Like a cyber vehicle. Are the rare versions again. I like the red. Turned out really nicely. more like an evil version of the prose. And then the golden one is the angelic version.
That one. That one. I mean, do you use red a lot? Because I just asked because the dolphin and all that stuff. But your reds and blacks look so good every time.
What I'm using?
Well, the color red. When you pair it with black, it always looks so good, like the dolphin.
Yeah. It's an amazing combination. Red and black.
Gives me Michael Jackson Thriller vibes.
Yeah, the zombies, huh? Yeah. Helping me imagine the animation in the future, Andrea.
Give me that. Anissa likes the crystal on the forehead, like the third eye.
The crystal on the forehead, yeah. Yeah, the emerald. I think you threw this idea.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm an artist now.
Yeah.
Hear me? Artiste.
Artist.
Okay. So apart from the NFT mining and these gaming assets, you also have your platforms which we keep posting the links to. You have Maker's Place.
Yeah.
Is that your primary
Yeah, Maker's Place
gallery that
is
you just?
my primary gallery that I update the most, and
Okay.
you will find most of my new creations there.
Dope. And are you working on something now for your on your own? What do you got going on, George? How many pieces at a time are you pumping out?
Well, yeah, I'm working. I'm working in something for async art.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
working for quite some time, mostly because I keep on postponing it. I don't know why. I can show you a bit.
Sneak peek. So something like async art just lends itself so well to your style because of the collage like feel
Um,
that it just has already. Oh my god.
that's true, and I should have. Okay, I tried many
Oh
times to create
man.
something about async art, and eventually left it or took pieces for other for other artworks. Anyway,
This is crazy.
well, this will
Well,
be kind of the face and all these golden parts will be like the master layer, and
okay.
those parts will be different layers, like add-ons, red, blue, green, and they will represent different emotions, something like that. I'm still working on, on this part. And so it will be the master layer, like a sync artist doing it. I'm not an expert, I don't know yet.
No,
And,
no. This just fits well. Like,
and there will be the various colored parts. Let's see another one. More easy to understand. Let's see this one. So it's a mess. Let's say that this one is the golden part. You see the eyes will be golden, and these parts,
oh man.
the crown, those things, and the add-on will be. I made an animation also, but I don't think that in place animations.
I
And
mean,
this
I
is the
can tell
add-on.
why. I can see why you've been postponing it because it's a massive, massive task.
Yeah, it's a bit massive, and I want to, to do it right.
No, you
This
will.
will
It's
be
definitely.
the golden add-on. So, for example, um, it will be the purple add-on.
I have to get one of these layers. I don't know any layers of anything on async, but you know how Boya does it. I need some.
Good one. I will be honored. Purple part, and where are others also? Where are the other parts? The red one. Where are you, red? Okay, here it is. It will be all framed in this background, and the way you see these parts are in the same place at the face. If you, so it'll be difficult. You see, like these ones are the parts here.
This is
The
I what I mean. Can you say yet what effects are? What is it going to be programmed to change with? Like like
Yeah, we're thinking this to play a bit with the emotions, and so it will change every time that someone is feeling this emotion in the crypto space, like joy or
okay.
passion or jealousy or sadness, common emotions between us. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm still working on it. I don't know because I never did anything for a sync part. I don't know what is possible and what is impossible. But by seeing what a lot of money and Trevor did with Boy, everything is possible.
Yeah, anything is possible. We're like
Anything,
that
anything is
1,000 ETH mark is coming up fast.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll see $1 million artwork very soon because you guys, you OG guys, keep pumping out some excellent stuff.
There are a lot of amazing ideas, and you see how everyone is inspired by the other. It's cool. I don't know if we will see it in the future when the community will be bigger and stuff like that. But now you can see it how there is a sense of community. You see that everyone is looking what the other is doing and adjusting, improving, stuff like that. It's
Evolution.
the evolution, exactly. Evolution.
Excellent. Um, yeah. So you've worked on a lot of stuff. You're working on even bigger stuff, which is kind of like your own evolution. So that's great.
Exactly.
I really can't can't see where you'll end up even next week. So I'm just gonna watch. I'm gonna watch intently and collect intently as well.
Well, we are talking with Jeff of Terra Virtual also about doing some stuff there. That sounds exciting. Too.
Ooh, that just some George Boya in VR. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. My internet connection is not sufficient to handle that type of bandwidth right now.
VR art is so
that
amazing. So amazing. I
that's
took
gonna
an
be dope.
yeah, I took an Oculus to just to try and make some stuff with Tilt Brush, the application that some of the
You
VR artists are using.
you have a headset, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
And you know,
man.
it's a magical experience to make art like that. It's it's very different being in front of a computer and sitting and stuff like that, and to be in a space and freely with your hands start working different brushes. And you can change the environment. You can be in space, all alone in space, working in an artwork. I
No
don't know
worry.
if I
You
ever
don't have
do
to be alone. You can create a few people in VR and then just have them sitting by you.
No, man, I just want to be alone in space. I always wanted it.
Everyone, leave me alone.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing, and it helps a lot with my process at Photoshop. I think because this, trying new things leads to new thoughts about why don't I try that and this and work more freely. It's very beautiful.
We have a question from Spazi, probably the last question before we wrap up the little fireside chat. They asked about how much time does it take to research the collage pieces? Like how long does it take you to, at least acquire the pieces that you want to start using?
It depends a bit with the composition, but I think it can take days also to decide what I'm going to do and what images I will use. I mostly rely on my older artworks to take pieces and parts from there. So I have an inventory of some things that I'm seeing, but it might take days also to find the right pictures, the right images to use.
I'm sure you have a few terabytes of images to choose from.
Yeah, I have a lot. I'm not using them all.
Yeah.
I'm just leaving them all.
Okay. One more question because I think it's very important. How do you prevent burnout, George?
Burnout. I don't know, man. I feel very relaxed. I don't.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a blessing right there. If you can do all of this and still feel relaxed, man, that you are
Yeah, why not? It's not. It's
you're
not.
you're you're on fire, but also on ice.
Well, I try. The golfers took me more than a week golfing daily to prepare them all the versions from scratch. Okay, it was one, and then the next week I didn't do anything. This
Well,
is how
also when you're doing what you love, I mean, it makes it that much easier. So you can
yeah,
definitely.
it's an enjoyable process. So you cannot, put something to listen. Sometimes put some from the YouTube, all the fire chats and stuff like that. I have them in a little screen in front of the Photoshop, and I'm doing stuff, cutting again, and all these things that just need work, not having your mind 100% there.
Mhm.
And time flies.
It does, right? It does. Oof. All right, George. Speaking of time, I thank you so much for coming through, showing us your work, showing us unfinished work that we can all FOMO for soon. We don't know how soon because this thing it looks like it's gonna take you time, and definitely take your time with it because it's gonna be
Yeah.
epic.
I'm really
We're gonna
happy that
go.
because nobody yet seen something from it to tell me an opinion.
Well, I
So
think the opinions were unanimously good.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy.